Where are you from?
Massachusetts.
And what's your first name?
Ben.
Ben? All right, Ben. And why are you here today?
I'm here because I'm a member of the International Socialist Organization, and we're here to get our message out at the One Nation March, that the fight needs to be for socialism, the fight needs to be for the self-emancipation of the working class.
And you guys aren't happy with the current, you're not happy with either political party right now?
No, absolutely not.
So you guys are saying move to start a new socialist party or something like that?
We definitely need to break the two-party duopoly. The Republicans obviously say horrendous things, and they mean them. Democrats say sometimes nice things, but they don't mean them. So we're turning out to say that, essentially politicians need to be accountable, and they need to be accountable to the people.
And could you mind holding up your sign?
We're part of that common movement. And though we're here in the socialist contingent,
all right. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
many of our
Wait, who is this?
I heard it was
Go ahead.
I'm in Socialist Alternative. I'm in the Massachusetts Teachers Association, and today I'm selling a copy of Justice newspaper. We think that we need to break from both parties because they don't represent our interests, and that they've given bailouts, bonuses, people are still getting kicked out of their homes, that it's actually the system and corporate greed that has created this crisis that working people continue to pay for, and that we need to build our own party that will include all sorts of working class folks that can actually represent to build a movement that will change society, because it isn't going to be one person, it's going to be many people that are fighting for jobs regularly, that fight for single payer, that living wage jobs, good union jobs, that actually can support green technology, that can actually push our country forward, and that can actually put people back to work. Because that's part of the problem, is that they were so willing in a second. Everyone's saying, give them time, give them time. They gave those bailouts and bonuses in a second, and yet we're still made to pay for this economic crisis, which we did not create, and in fact, we're still suffering for. We're still being kicked out of our homes, we can't get a job, and that actually more people are getting laid off, more people are suffering. They're firing teachers en masse, hundreds of teachers at a time, in a time where young people need more than ever to to have after-school programs, different programs that will help them develop as a whole people that can actually take what we need forward and to actually build our country. So that's basically.
And you're saying to start some new movement.
Yeah. Well, like a movement that is based on unions, young people, the unemployed, all folks that we have the same interest, because all the time we're trying to just make a wage. That's what we're doing. That's the same thing about all working people, is that we're all just trying to make a wage. We don't own stuff. We have to pay rent. We have mortgages. We have all this stuff that is taking money out of my pocket every day. But all we have is our wages. The only thing that I have to sell is my labor. That's it. I don't own property. I don't own anything. I don't have a car. I have to sell my labor, and that's what all these folks here are doing. They have to actually sell their labor in order to get what they need. So what we're talking about is those folks and all sorts of other people that are suffering because of this system, because the inequalities that lead to racism, that lead to sexism, homophobia. All these inequalities are based on the capitalist system that we have. So that's why that's what I'm talking about. Building a movement that can change society.
Do you mind holding up a copy of your
sure.
paper? Can you just give me a brief background about the publication?
Oh, well, this is our national newspaper. It's called Justice, and this is the back cover. It says Unite to Defend Public Education, and we are socialists. So one of the things that we're talking about is that not only are we we're all over the country. That I'm actually from Boston, but we have folks from all over that are a part of our organization, and that this is our newspaper. That we try to just get out the word about what we're talking about in terms of how we see society as being different, and that profits for the few, and that while the rest of us suffer is unacceptable. That we don't have to live like this. That this doesn't have to be that a tiny elite top 500 corporations control. I think it's about like 80 or 90% of the whole of the wealth of the entire world. For the first time in human history, people are going hungry. But this is our newspaper that we've had for. I'm trying to get back on subject, but this is our newspaper that we've had out for a fair amount of time. We're actually a part of an international, and we're based in 40 countries across the world. It's called the Committee for Workers International. And we have an MEP that's in Parliament, and that's the European Parliament. His name is Joe Higgins, and he's fighting for workers in Europe because they're also facing the same attacks. That's what we know, is that when I say movement, I mean a global movement. It can't just be in one place. That's why Russia, people say, oh, socialism can't work because of Russia. But there's reasons why that happened. And if you look deeper, there's really concrete reasons why that didn't happen. And it didn't just happen in the test tubes. That there's real reasons why that didn't work, and that doesn't mean that it can't.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Sure.
And what subject do you teach?
Actually, I just work at a university, but we're organized through the teachers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But no, I actually work in physics.
Oh, all right.
But I don't know anything about physics, but I help run the whole. I work at a public university in Boston.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Dominated by the banks, the insurance companies, the oil companies, the manufacturers. The Republicans and Democrats cannot represent the interests of working people. They have their own agenda. We understand the importance of building a working people's party, of building a socialist movement. Workers are under a terrible attack. Right now in this country, unemployment is 10%, real unemployment 15 or 20%, unemployment in the African American and Latino communities of 25 or 30%. Young people can't get Minnesota law. The health care reform bill doesn't cover anyone. It doesn't stop the insurance companies from raising their prices. We have to have a single-payer insurance. That's the first step to a socialist medical system in this country. We can win a lot of things by building a bigger movement.
Hey, only one left. Stop! All right,
can we
how
take
y'all
pictures?
doing?
Turn around.
Thank you. I like it. Yeah, go ahead. All you gotta do is click. Get off here. Don't kill Afghanis. Stop sanctions on Iran. No threat of war on Iran. No more wars.
All right. What's your name? First name?
My name is Azishir Omani, and I'm a retired mathematics teacher in New York City. And I've been in this country 47 years. French, and the country itself here, 6,000 atomic bombs. Who has violated nuclear non-proliferation treaty? United States is the first one. Israel is not a signatory of the NPT. As a matter of fact, the United States vetoed a resolution just last week that they were asking Israel to become at least. So the Zionists, the neocons, and the conservative Republicans and the conservative Democrats, they have to understand that would be the end of the empire.
Thank you.